Hello, my crafty friends. Well, I finished my 2 Christmas journals that I was making this year in November. I finally got them finished, and I'm going to do a flip through real quick of both of them. This is the one I'm going to be using, and I will probably use this one this year and next year. There's a lot of space in there to write, and that's what I'm mostly going to be doing is writing, memories from years past and prayers and favorite scriptures and different things like that in here. And I'll show you that one in a minute. This one I made, and I'm going to give it to a very good friend. Well, she's actually also my stepsister, so I'm going to give it to her for a birthday Christmas present. And she has 2 lovely grandchildren that I think she can fill this up with pictures and memories and stuff of this Christmas with her grandkids. So this is what it looks like. And I just put lace around it because I haven't decided if I'm going to do something else or not. So that's the way I'm going to give it to her right now. And I'm just going to do a quick flip through. I did leave the pages in the order they came in. And this one, the signatures are just wrapped in so they can actually come out if she wants to take them out and rearrange them or work in them to write in it or whatever. I used a lot of Christmas cards, and I just covered up anything that would be, that might take away or had somebody's name on it or whatever. And if they had scriptures, I left the scripture and made a couple of little tags that you can journal on there. And then in this envelope, I also made just a little note card. So some writing memories could be put there. And there's a card, and it had a scripture, so I just left it alone because writing could be done there. This is a envelope, and I just decorated the envelope and put a little journaling card inside it. And these are made from the fronts of vintage Christmas cards. I made that one can be a journaling spot. And this one, I just went ahead and left it the way it was. It didn't have anybody's name in it, so it could be written on right there. Or she could put a picture right here over the words and let it be a place to hold a picture, whatever she wants to do with it. And once again, I put a place to journal on the back, and she can tuck something in there if she wants to. And this just has a poem, and this was a card. This is another card that just flips up so you can write underneath it or put a picture under there. And this was a fabric sample that came. Well, let me get one and show you what they look like. They look like this. I got some fabric samples from the Pottery Barn, and that's what they looked like, and I just turned it into that. And I put some coffee dyed paper underneath there, but you could leave it like that. And I tucked a journaling card in there with a cute vintage Christmas postcard for the front. And just did a flip with some fabric. It's for a place to write. But there's room to add pictures. And I left some journaling room here and a place to add pictures there. Same here. So there's lots of room to add in pictures. There's also, here's a flip down that tucks right there to hold it in place. This is the rest of the rest of that card. It says, a tiny baby, the king of love, born to set us free. So you could cover that up, or you could leave it, and it could just be the thing that you think about or pray about to write. And I put some Christmas poems in a place for a card. I mean, a photograph. And this is another card, and I covered up what was written on it and made a journaling spot there. And this just, I just added some gold decoration on there. Here's another card that flips out so you can write underneath it. And this is just a little journaling spot with some inspiration. That's the front of an old card, and it's just glued straight down. It doesn't do anything. It's just there to be pretty. This came off of an envelope, and I just made it into a little place to write. There's some more spaces to put pictures. And then these are just stickers. And I put a card down and turned it into a pocket. And then I just made this little card with some stickers. And this is just writing stationery paper, but I thought it'd be a good place to journal. And I made a belly band with a ribbon, and I just tucked this in it. This is some more stationery paper and some wrapping paper. Ooh, I need to re-glue that, don't I? I'll have to remember to do that before I give it to her. I used a glue stick. It wasn't evidently the smartest thing. Some more stickers. This was a napkin that I put on there. This was a jelly print, another card, and just a decorated page. And here's a flip with some poems underneath. And another card. And then this card flips. I need to glue that down too. I just put the washi tape on. And here's a pocket to tuck stuff in. And another card with a journaling spot, and then a flip. And then a pocket. Tuck whatever you want in there. I just stuck that in there. Another place for a photograph. Here's another pocket with some journaling cards in it. I'm going slow. I need to go a little faster. This isn't just a vintage Christmas card that I just thought was beautiful, so I tucked it in. It hadn't been written in or anything, so. There's another old Christmas card, and here's a little place to journal with a poem. And then here are some more places to write. They're just coffee dyed papers. They tuck right in behind that card. And then here's the rest of the book. There's a pocket with a place to write. And that was decorated. I think a photo would look real cute on there. And this is something that Hannah drew, and I know my sister's going to like that, having Hannah's drawing in there. Here's some more places to write. And then some more of the book. Here's another spot. And this card's sideways, but I just thought it was pretty, and it has a nice scripture, so I put it in there. And here's a vintage toy ad. And then this is just like I made a little pad of paper that you could put photos on or whatever. And we just decorated the back of the card with that. And then this opens up and has a little notepad in it, and it's just sitting in there so you can take it out. There's the rest of that envelope. That was just a pretty envelope, so I stuck it in there and I backed it with something else because the other side wasn't as pretty. And then this is a pocket, and I just stuck this little snowman in, but you can write on the snowman if you want to. And here's another place to hide a picture or whatever. You could even put one on the top and one underneath. And this is just decorated. And then here's another journaling card. And here's something else to write on, just tucked in that pocket. This is another pad of paper. And a couple of journaling cards. This is just a flat card, and then this one folds out to give you more space to write. And then I just glued down that little, those verses. And there's the end. So this is this one. And then this is the one that I'm going to work in this year, and it may take me a couple years to fill it up, but I've done kind of the same kind of stuff, just kind of a different color palette. I'm going to go through it a little bit quicker. There's a little journaling card. Here's a little bitty one. And this is a, I wanted to be able to see that whole little deer, so I glued these pieces of acetate together and put some vintage napkin in there. Didn't turn out as cute as I thought, but yeah, you never know if you don't try. And here's another card that you can see the outside and the inside. And this is a card that Mary Dell Abrams gave me last year, so I tucked it in here. And Mindy Bromsky sent me this one. And then this is just some different papers and things. It's kind of a collage. It looks like it should be a pocket, and I probably should have made it a pocket, but I didn't. This one opens up, and then the tree is what keeps it shut. I just fussy cut that tree off of a card and put it onto that cardstock. And then this is another card, and this is an envelope, and I just tucked some writing paper in there. And this was at the top of the paper, and I just liked the moon, so I cut it off and stuck it in there. Here's three tags that I can journal on. And here's just a piece of paper that can be journaled on. And I made this out of a little kind of file folder thing that I thought was really cute. Here's a flip. And here's a tuck spot with a card, but journaling can be done on the back. It's got a verse, not from the Bible, but a verse that was written. And here's an envelope, and I can tuck something in there. And this is a paper bag that I glued down the back side so it would only have one opening instead of that accordion type opening. And I just tucked a little piece of the front of a card and folded it in half. It was just paper, so it would fold. And then here's just a cute little tag I stuck in, this is the bottom of the bag, and I just covered up the thing on the bottom and made it into kind of a tuck spot. And here's a place to write in this pocket that I made out of two different papers. There's some note papers and a little small journaling card. And in this one, I put a piece of watercolor paper in because I thought I might want to do some watercolor. And that was just such a beautiful front to a card. I thought I could write on the back if I want to, but I just thought it was gorgeous. And it just looked good in this spot, so I stuck it in here. And I put a little secret spot there and a little journaling tag there. And this is another card. Like I said, I did a lot with cards. I glued this Christmas card together and put some coffee dyed paper on the back and used the little postcard stamp that Becky McCauley sent me. And put it there. And this one has a journaling card inside of this envelope, and it just flips open. And there's another one of those things made out of the sample card. And I just put this card inside it. Nothing really had been written on it. It did get some ink on it though. And I just decorated it. This is the fabric that was on there. I just put ribbon up here and decorated it. And I was going to make this a journaling card, but Hannah said it just needed to be glued down right there, just like it was. So that's what I did. And then here's another envelope where you can take out a card to write on, or you can write in here. I just covered up the, what do you call that thing? The flap of the envelope with this paper. And then here's another flip that you can write inside. And here's a little card, and you can tuck something under there if you want to. And that's this one. So I had so much fun making these. I hope you enjoyed looking at them. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye-bye.